I haven't got the sound turned on, I've just realised. I don't think it's important.
Really?
Well, the microphone's still working.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Hello!
Okay, so we're doing Real Talk Wednesdays. And we didn't know what to talk about, so I asked on Instagram, and Naomi suggested, what if the human race was entirely an experiment thought up by aliens?
I love aliens.
You love aliens?
Yes.
You think aliens are real?
I don't know. I would like to think so. But, well, because the universe is so big that, like, how can we be the only people that live?
Do you ever try and think about the size of the universe and then feel a bit sick?
Yeah, it hurts my brain and then it just angers me and then I just stop thinking about it and think about donuts.
Donuts?
Yeah.
Do you reckon aliens have donuts?
I reckon they have like super awesome massive donuts that can like do other things like clean your teeth and
like a dog treat.
Yeah.
Well, that would fit in. If we were an experiment, then maybe they would just give us dog treats in the shape of donuts.
Maybe,
but then why would they give us donuts that just make us fat?
Exactly.
Unless the experiment was to see how fat they could get us.
We're doing well.
Yes.
Everyone's fat.
Unless you've had placebos and you're just fat on your own accord.
Shit.
If you could start an experiment.
Yeah.
With your own set of humans.
Yeah. What
would you do?
Oh god, that's hard.
Because you know I've been reading The Dice Man.
Yeah.
And he experiments.
Which I suggested.
And it's screwed up and it's very tempting to become the Dice Man. But you realise at the same time it would be wrong. Anyway, so he does experiments with people.
Yeah.
If you were the Dice Man, what experiments would you do on people?
Oh, mine would be something, I don't know, like, because people, you know when people trust people too much, but I generally have the idea that given the chance everyone would just backstab each other, because I think we're all out for ourselves in the long run. So mine would be something really morbid, like, let's see who, I don't know.
What? You'd basically just make everyone stab their own mums.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I think, what would I do if I was going to experiment on people? I'd like to see how people deal on their own. But like, really on their own. Like, I'd make little, do you know the world in The Truman Show?
Yeah.
Like that, but there'd be no other actors.
Yeah. So
and it would just be one guy.
Kind of like Castaway, so like with Wilson. Is that on your list? It should be.
It's not on my list.
Wilson!
I've not seen Castaway and it's not on my list. But maybe it can be on next year's.
Okay.
Yeah, but not in like a desert island circumstance.
Just like in the world.
Just like in the world, but you're alone.
But would you like, because you could have two and you could compare them, like say like a guy
and you could
born but he doesn't know there's other people around, so how he deals with it, as opposed to someone that's like grown up a bit around people and stuff and then they're just stuck on their own.
We could do both. We could do 4. Like, we've got a really big budget.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got one guy who's just on his own. He's never known his parents. He's never known anything that exists except for this world.
Yeah, he doesn't know that there's actually other people.
Well, it'd be interesting because he'd have to learn how to do absolutely everything. It'd be interesting to see what he
There's like
does.
that, because in English we always learn about, do we learn through imitation?
Nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would...
So if you've got no one to speak to you, like those feral children, and they can't speak because they've never heard anyone speak, they just kind of make noises.
Exactly, and it'd be interesting to see like how he would eat, or would he just die? We don't know.
Probably. That would be quite sad. I think that's a bad idea.
So sad.
Maybe we could give him... It's just the way he said it. He'd probably just die, but he's only an experiment, so it's alright.
Well, that's the nature of experimentation. So the next one, I'd have 2 people, but again, in separate worlds, have them, like, let's say they knew that people existed at some point so that they can walk and talk and etc. I don't know, 20 years in isolation and then bring them together and see what happens. Would they hate each other because they hate people? Or would they be like, oh my god, I haven't seen a person in so long, it's great, it's awesome. Twins, put twins.
Yes, that would be quite... But then they might just be like, oh yay, because it's their twin and not just a random person.
They wouldn't know that they were a twin.
There's no mirrors in the world.
Well, yeah, but, yeah.
It's hard.
Science is hard.
I don't want to be a scientist.
No. I don't think I'd want to... Well, I do.
It'd be quite fun, because humans are weird.
Humans are weird.
It's nice to know what goes on in their heads. Like, I'd like to see, you know, when you're like, I don't know, I'm really nosy, I just want to see what, like when you see people walking down the street, or like couples or something, you just want to like know what their actual life is like. Like people who's really perfect on the outside.
Well, yeah, my favourite is to imagine backstories for everyone.
Yeah.
But then almost always, like, serial killers.
Yeah. Like, have pretend conversations with people that you see talking like we did the other day.
That was good. That's observational experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
It's more revealing of our inner thoughts rather than...
Which are weird.
I can't remember what we said they were doing.
I don't know.
It was just two people on the street and we decided... we were in the car in traffic and they were having a conversation and we just talked for them. Oh, it was just some guy and we were like, see you down the pub night.
Yeah, they were meeting up later, it was good.
Yeah, they were friends, so actually we were pretty normal.
It wasn't creepy or like drug dealing or anything.
It was good for us.
Having a chat.
No, I always think if there's, you see, I think the majority of the world, if they see a really old couple, they go, oh, they've been together for years, oh, sweet. I like to think that they're secret agents for something.
Yeah. There was a couple in today and they'd been married in the cafe, they'd been married 67 years.
67?
That's like my life times like 3. That is so long. Can you imagine being with the same person for that long?
I can't imagine most things. Whoa.
Whoa!
Hannah has this theory that pheasants are not of this earth.
But they just look like a mythical being.
Do you think they're the moderators of the experiment?
Yeah, I do. I think they're...
For moderators of the experiment, they get hit by cars an awful lot.
That's their aim. That's how they get sent back to their own planet.
Yeah, they have to die to go...
Yeah, like a... What's that thing that Dumbledore has?
Beard?
No, it is animal.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah, because they get resurrected, didn't they?
Yeah, in the same world.
They're kind of like they should be. Are they real? Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't swear. Oh, I thought they were real.
You know that a lot of stuff in Harry Potter is not real.
Harry Potter is real.
Daniel Radcliffe is real.
No, he's not. I'm not. Sorry.
But Harry Potter's fine.
Yeah, because he can do magic.
If Harry Potter didn't do magic, would you be interested?
No.
Daniel Radcliffe.
When I read the books, I like Harry Potter, but then when you actually look at Daniel Radcliffe, it makes you angry.
Favourite Harry Potter character?
I love...
You can choose one female, one male.
Okay. Female, probably Bellatrix, because she's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd probably be the same. Oh.
Male.
Snape. Sirius would be second, because Sirius is cool.
Seriously.
But Snape's like... You think he's bad, and then you think he's good, and you're like, is he bad, is he good? But he is good, and he's like the hero.
You've chosen one bad, one good there.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same.
I like to mix
I
up.
think female, I'm going to go Luna Lovegood.
Yeah.
Because she's the widow.
Yeah.
And then male, obviously Voldy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. What? But he doesn't have
Voldemort.
a nose.
Like, I forget that not everyone calls him Voldy.
Voldorf. Like, as my mum calls him.
My mum
Voldemort,
calls Dumbledore Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, Voldemort, Voldemort.
The Weasels.
Weaselby.
What, which one did we go see? And, like, the whole time, it must have been the fourth one when Voldemort came back, or maybe the
is that with
fifth one, and we were like
Cedric Diggory in it?
Baldy.
Isn't the fourth one? Is the fourth?
The fourth one's with the cup.
Yeah, with
Triwizard Tournament.
Robert, whatever his name is.
Robert Spartacus.
Yeah. Rob. What is his actual name?
Pattinson.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's totally lost any attraction whatsoever. I liked him as Cedric.
I think, though, he hates the Twilight films himself, doesn't he?
He hates them more than anyone, I believe.
That's what I find entertaining.
Kristen Stewart probably hates him as well because she doesn't like anything.
But you can't tell. No. No, I rewatched it. I watched the end of it the other night because it was on TV, the first one.
Yeah.
And like, it's got to the stage where I can enjoy it from a "this is hilarious" point of view, and I thought that I've never reached that.
See, it's weird because I liked it so much when it came out, and I was fascinated, and then now watching it, I'm like, this is so bad. Now I see what other people.
I've moved from that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not at that stage yet.
I liked it. I think mainly clever marketing. We were young and impressionable.
We weren't that young.
Maybe we would high, and then moved to the. Well, I didn't like the second, third, fourth, or fifth film. I'd moved out of it by then.
I hadn't, but we're now looking back. It's like they're the most boring things ever, and cheesy. Yeah. And it's,
they're terrible. The cheese really like. The first one is cheesy, but the cheese steps up like a whole nother 5 levels to the second one.
When it's all just cheese.
Yeah.
All cheese.
Yeah.
There's not even any action in them hardly. It's just.
No.
Jeez.
But the first one I can now watch and laugh when he's like, as if you could outrun me! And then when
the lion fell in love with the lamb.
If you were given the chance to star in a film and it was going to make you huge, but it was about the plight of a single woman in New York and an investment banker. That's the shittest film I could think of off the top of my head.
I like Sex and the Thing.
Oh yeah. Well, something of that sort.
Yeah.
And you knew it was going to make you like massive, but like publicly you'd be ridiculed.
I don't really care what people think anyway, but I don't care about being famous. But it'd be nice to have loads of money.
But also, you'd have a following of about 80 billion 15-year-olds or 12-year-olds. If you could be in One Direction and you'd know your shit, but like...
See, One Direction know they're bad because you look at them and then you listen to them and it's like, they totally
they know.
Don't want that. Their new song is so... Like, I like them, but their new song is so rubbish and boring. They must know that they're shit.
I can't tell the difference between any of them.
I know, songs. They're just all the same now.
Now?
No, but, you know what I mean? But they blatantly hate them.
Okay, if you could be in a female version of One Direction...
Probably.
You would? Even though it meant, like, every night you had to go on stage and sing...
No, I wouldn't. Because I like just being at home and doing
whatever
nothing.
a One Direction song is called.
What makes you beautiful?
That one. Yeah. Have you seen the clip of Kristen Wiig?
No.
Where she impersonates Harry Styles?
No. I love her.
She goes on...
But no, I don't think I would.
No.
Because, I don't know, I think fame is just rubbish.
I don't think it'd be great. I think, like...
You get sick of it, like... I look at some of the newspapers and that, or them celebrity magazines, and it's just like so
Take a look at those.
Stupid.
Like, I think the good points would be like you'd have the opportunity to travel and like have like a good life. I'd
love to have. Like, people say like money doesn't bring happiness, which it doesn't, but you can help. Do loads of things.
Exactly, like
work just holds you back. Literally, you're at work 5 days a week, sometimes more. So you can't do anything anyway. So you're literally working just to live, just to like pay the bills. Most people.
Yeah.
And then like you can only get a certain amount of time off to go on holiday, and you can't even afford to go on holiday anyway.
Well, that's the circumstance for like 80% of people.
I just hate it.
That's why, but then all of that 80% are crawling up to that 20. Like, I will have money. That's the like that's when you can start to be like, oh, maybe I can understand why Harry Styles is in my direction.
But then it would be really annoying to not be able to do anything or go out, or say like you just want to pop to the shop.
And their lives are pretty much dictated by other people.
Yeah, exactly.
So even though they're going all around the world, they're normally told where to be at what time.
Yeah, and you've got to like, you can't really do anything.
I'd run away for a few days.
That'd be cool.
But it would only give me more publicity, so work out well in the end.
Work out well.
Work out well.
Work out well.
Work out wow wow.
Look a wild wild west.